If you can crochet a rectangle, you can make this sweater vest. This is the most basic, easiest pattern ever. Just crochet 2 rectangles that fit across your body however wide and long you want them. You can use any stitch. I did back loop single crochet. Put your 2 pieces together and pin them at the corners. So I'm just using stitch markers here. Next, you're going to measure the same distance in on either side at the top and put a stitch marker, and in between those 2 stitch markers are where your neck hole is going to be. And then from the top corners, measure the same length down on either side and put another stitch marker, and that is where your armholes are going to be. Again, make sure you're pinning through both pieces of fabric so that at this point you can try it on, putting your head through the neck hole and your arm through the armhole. It's a little funky because it's not all stitched together, but just to make sure it fits. So like I decided I needed to make my armhole bigger. So I adjusted that, and now what we're going to do is stitch the top part together on either side and then stitch from the bottom corners up to the stitch marker on the sides on both sides as well. Again, that's just going to form our neck hole and our armhole. So to stitch 2 sides together with single crochet, first I'm starting at one of those top corners and I'm going to take out that stitch marker and then just use the same hook and yarn that you used for the whole piece and insert it into both corners on each piece of fabric and pull your yarn through, chain 1, and then insert your hook into those same spaces again and work a single crochet. I'm making sure I'm working over all of my tails so that I don't have to weave them in later. And then you'll just keep inserting your hook into the front piece and then into the back piece and work a single crochet, and this will bind the 2 pieces together. Keep doing that until you reach your stitch marker. Once you reach your stitch marker, you'll just fasten off, and I recommend leaving a long tail in case you need to work a couple more stitches in if you want to adjust the size. But you'll do that same thing on the other side, and then going from the bottom corner up to the stitch marker that's marking where the armholes are. Don't weave in your tails quite yet. You'll want to try it on and make sure that the arm and neck holes fit well. Like for me, I tried it on and I wanted to adjust the armhole size again. I needed to make them a little bit bigger. So to do that, I just undid that final knot on either side of the armholes and took out 3 stitches and then fastened it off again. And then it was perfect. Just weave in all your ends. And that is it. It looks really great just on its own, kind of like a t-shirt, or you can put it over something. And I hope you try it out.